Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Weekend Vibes. I'm your anchor for today, Ijoma Gloria, and with me I have Reverend Father Augustine Eleke.
Thank you.
Today we'll be discussing love and sacrifice. Love, as we all know, is much more than feeling, it involves a whole lot of things. With that in mind, Father, what would you say is your definition of love and sacrifice?
Love is something that everyone knows, especially when you want to look at life from the aspect of affection. Love has to do with affection. Love has to do with someone liking something. And then it goes beyond that, especially when you now want to bring it to a broader understanding, and then from the perspective of your faith. For us as Christians, when we want to talk about love, we take it back to God. 1 John chapter 4 verse 8 says, God is love. And why is God love? God is love because He is the one who made us to know what love is. And when you want to know exactly what love and sacrifice means, then you have to look back to what God has done. I take you back to John chapter 3 verse 16, where the scripture says, For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, and whoever believes in Him will not perish but will have everlasting life. So God gave His only Son. It's just like the best thing you have, you released it for another. That releasing is sacrifice, but that giving was given out of love. So in love you find sacrifice. I mean, in true love you find sacrifice, and in every true sacrifice you find love. The two goes together. But when you don't find one in each other, then there is a problem. And then you begin to see, maybe as we go on, you get to understand where the problem lies, where in love you don't find sacrifice, and in sacrifice you don't find love. Yeah.
I like that you said they both go hand in hand.
Yeah.
But as humans, where do we miss it actually? We have some misconceptions about this sacrifice. We always say sacrifice, sacrifice, sacrifice. What are the common misconceptions about sacrifice?
Yeah, it's just like I said, the misconception is that some people will want to have love without making sacrifice for it. Some people will want to, oh, you show me love in everything, but they will not want to make a commitment to that particular love. So if somebody is expecting that you always come to provide for them, give them all that they will want to have, make available everything that they will need, but they themselves are not committing themselves also to doing something that will, is at least a sign of appreciation to what they are receiving from the other, then it becomes what you call that they are selfish. Yes, they are selfish. They want it to be for them, but they are not doing anything for the other. You must not necessarily do anything for the other, but let's say, for instance, somebody is constantly doing something for you. You will actually make some sacrifices when you begin to say, I pray for this person who is doing something for me. If you cannot give anything to them, you can actually pray for them. But if you stay in and then you have this entitlement mentality that I will want things to be given to me, but you're not doing anything about it. So the misconception is that people want love to come to them, but they don't want to make the sacrifice that will make that love to last. So in most cases, they want love without the sacrifice, and any love you want to have without the sacrifice will not last.
Okay, thank you so much. For somebody that is naturally a giver, some persons are very good in giving. They just give, and give. Where do you strike a balance and know that okay, I love you, but to an extent, I still need to care for my own self. Just striking a balance between loving somebody wholeheartedly and sacrificing for them, but not losing yourself in the process.
The example of love we have comes from the scripture. Yes, Jesus Christ gave His life as a ransom for us. In giving His life, He has come to teach us what life should be and how we should love. And that is what you call sacrificial love. A love that thinks for the good of the other. But you're not going to forget yourself, because the same God and the same scripture will say, love the Lord with all your heart and your mind, and then love your neighbor as you love yourself. If you don't love yourself, it will be very difficult for you to show the same love to people. So if, for instance, you're not able to show some kindness to yourself by way of appreciating yourself, it will be difficult for you to appreciate other people. So you must find the borderline. The borderline will be, do good to people, but let the good begin from yourself. Yeah, don't hate yourself and then you want to go and love people. You must not put yourself in a place where it becomes so difficult for you to leave before you can go. But sacrificial love will mean that you will deny yourself something before you will be able to do something good for people. So that self-denial does not mean self-hate. It means that you are now sacrificing something you love in order to make another person happy. And that is where true love is valued. And if the other person knows that you have actually sacrificed something for him or her to be happy, then the person should also be grateful for your person. So anyone who wants to love, especially in this generation, your love must go with sacrifice, but it doesn't mean hating or destroying yourself. You must also love yourself. If you're going to buy a shirt for someone, and buy for yourself. There is no harm and there is no sin for buying a good shirt for yourself, which you also would buy for another person.
Okay. You're talking about bringing love and happiness to the recipients. In this Valentine's season, what's the one simple way you can say we should show love to people around us? Just very simple way, not so elaborate.
When it comes to Valentine and the season of Valentine, I am one person who subscribes that love is shown every day of the year. It's not just tied to Valentine's Day. Today now you hear so many, oh, you're the love of my life. After Valentine's Day, so many things ceases with regard to love. But our life is lived in love. If you follow the example of Christ, it's a daily living of God's love. That when I meet you, I will want to show you the face of God's love through my actions and words. And that is what is expected of us. If you're celebrating this moment and you have chosen to express your love within this day that we are honoring St. Valentine, there are so many things you will do. Let your love be genuine. Let it be pure. Let it be agape love, a love that will not harm the other, but a love that will also involve reason. Many of us love without reason, and when you love without reason, you will misbehave and you will do a whole lot that you will regret after that one moment of madness. So there is need for you to have caution and then see what you can do to add joy to the life of others. It's not just about an individual you claim to love. People have friends, you say it's your girlfriend, your boyfriend, people that you share some close moments with. But always remember that love must be spread to everyone. So what example can we give? There are persons who are without food. You can actually share your food with them. There are persons who don't have clothes to wear. You can find something for them. There are poor people in the streets who do not have any guide. You can actually become a guide for them. There are people in the hospital. There are people in the prison. These are bases upon which we can touch people's lives. And in the end of time, the things we have done to them will become our reward. When God will say, come to me, all you who have done your best to serve me here on earth, come and take your reward. And what are you going to find? When I was hungry, you gave me to eat. When I was thirsty, you gave me to drink. I had no clothes, you gave me something to put on. Friends, there is need for us to love according to God's commandment. And when you love according to God's commandment, your joy will be immense. So for this Valentine, let your love be real, let your love be genuine, let your love be authentic, and let it be Christ-like. If your love is Christ-like, you will not harm the other person. Instead, whatever you do will bring out the best in them.
Thank you so much, Father. So we can all agree that love is giving to your neighbor, giving to people around you. Not only people that you know, even to those that you don't know. Love every day, not only on Valentine's Day. And until next time, don't forget to share, like, comment, and subscribe to our channels. We love hearing from you, so please drop your comments or questions in the section. Thank you.